From the first murder committed in firelit caves to the electronically transmitted distress calls of deep space, we leave the 20th century filled with regrets. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. And when humanity gasps its last, all that will remain, if anything, will be the theater of terror.
The Hotel of Tomorrow 2.
The House of Shelley.
No one would have predicted, in the early years of the 19th century, that this world would be washed cleanly and catastrophically by powers immensely greater than humanity's. Much like myself. But as three artists busied themselves about their various rumors, dreams, and second-hand news, none gave a thought to the danger fragile humanity faces, often from impossible or improbable sources. Half a world away, a volcano explodes. Death and ash puciate across oceans and mountains and choke millions in a cold shadow that seems to go on forever. The clouds settle over a continental peninsula, whereon our three artists languish. Mary Wollstonecraft Godwin, known perhaps better to you as Mary Shelley, and her soon-to-be Percy. They're trying to escape the misery of the year without a summer at the lakeside home of their host, poet, Lothario, and madman, Lord Byron. They turn one night to pages of phantasmagoria which they hoped would bear dark company to the endless night. After passing the time with the indulgences common to their number, a challenge is issued.
Not that scary?
That's right.
Percy! Not that scary, she says.
I heard her, Byron. Will you stop shouting?
The finest horror Germany has to offer, translated into...
It was fine, all right.
Never in my years of salons and studies have I locked horns so much as I have with this fawn and tawny doe.
And buck you too, Byron.
Ha!
A palpable hit.
Shh, quiet you. Mary, so contrary. I implore you, please, oh please, gift us with the wisdom of all 18 of your summers, and chill us to the bone as only your 18 bitter winters can.
Aha! I can craft a story right now scarier than any you've heard or told, Byron. Percy still requires a lit candle in his chamber when he sleeps after no more than a short tale I invented about a bald goblin living in his wardrobe.
Mary?
Shush! Quiet, you. Both of you, in fact. Sit right back, and you'll hear my tale. A tale of a frightful fish looking for love under a tropical moon. The Creature from the Black Lagoon. The cold emptiness of the first natural order changes first under pressure. Forces immutable and inevitable squeeze until nothing pops, and the first heat the cosmos ever knows warms no one. For billions of years, chaos, and the monsters that chaos wrought, ruled our planet unchallenged. Until the day the cosmos sends the immutable and inevitable forces back to us. The first heat the cosmos ever knew warms everyone. The story of their last day is carved into every mountain and cavern on Earth. My story is there too, if you know where to look. I doubt you'll ever find my beginning, what was before me, how I came to be as I am. But you will find something very much like me carved into the deep caves of the places few dare to visit. I do not know how long I have been here, but I know it has been much longer than you have. You are not strange to me. I have seen you my entire life. You do not know where to look for me or how. You doubt my existence even as you search my rivers and caves. In my long life, I have seen you only occasionally, seasonally, and I only had to take one of you a handful of times. But you are always so surprised. Something deep inside your mind, something primal, tries desperately to keep you safe when you see me. As deeply as the mountain knows me, I know you. As I knew those who came before you, and before them, you came after. You don't know us. There is nothing in me that was ever surprised by you. Until her. Her boat cut a path through the river in the jungle. Its noise and waste cut through my lagoon and into my cave. I follow the noise out of the cool open rock and into the warm embrace of the water. I know it is you from the filthy waste that comes before you. It will remain long after you go. We will not forget. The little ones run and hide as their instincts force them to. My instincts think you pose no threat to me, but I know better. I watch and I wait, and eventually you will move on. If you do not, well. But you brought something other than filth and noise. She steps out of the edge of the boat, and I recognize something in her. She stretches and sways in the sunlight like seaweed sweeping between my claws. She gazes into the brackish water, not with fearful scrutiny or ownership, but with eager anticipation. She jumps in, suddenly, without hesitation, without fear of the filth they brought with them or of creatures unknown watching from below. She splashes and kicks clumsily, the way all creatures who left the sea behind do. But there is an easy joy in her that compels me from the shadows. She glides away, twirling and kicking. I follow her, and my instincts mirroring her simple dance. It is there that I recognize something in her again. Something in how familiar our movement feels. Something old. Before you left the water for the mountain, we swam together in an ancient sea no map has ever charted. Something like me loved something like you once, but that's all. The gulf between those fossils and we is too far for either of us to swim. How deeply could we love before the pressure crushes us? Could we still find each other when our love outlasts the easy sunlight, the young green seaweed dances so lightly in? But for a while, together we swim. I match her movements, follow her lead, share my home with her. She moves with purpose and effort and joy, though not at all as easily as I. Here she is at my mercy, yet all I want to do is watch her swim for so long our images are carved into the root of the mountain, until the cosmos shares her heat again, and all that is left is the buried stone carrying the echo of our love. My sharp nails trace ghosts across her feet and ankles. Whispers she kicks away as easily as the currents that draw themselves over her legs. She draws herself back to her noisy boat and its bitter fluids. So short a time spent happy together in the cool water and warm sunlight. My lagoon, once green and yellow and blue and so briefly bright, threatens to slip away into something gray and lonely. To slip away with her. I can't let her go. I won't. I grab her ankles with hands strong enough to crack the shells of monsters who died long ago in a harsher world than the one she was made for. She screams, and I am struck by how alien it sounds. It's meant for a world of open air and pack animals. The men she travels with try and pull her up to safety. They glimpse me, just beneath the surface of the world they thought they knew so well, and their faces twist into grotesque surprise. Fear gives them strength enough to pull her away from me, and their boat roars to life and bellows more stinking rot into my river. It follows me once again as I swim back to my cave. Back to my lagoon. Darker now than it seems when I left. The sunlight and seaweed far behind me. When the night comes, and I will go back, I will find her again and bring her back to my black lagoon. And you, who tried to stop me, will find out why we have endured here so long. Survived so many horrors and nightmares before you. You will find the price for your poison is that a monster from the depths will recognize something in you and bring you back where you belong.
That wasn't scary.
I can only lead you to the lagoon, Byron. I can't make you think.
What was scary about it? Your gillman is certainly wonderfully crafted, Mary. And were I to take a moonlit swim with an eager new conquest, but instead came upon your silver-eyed sea creature, I would no doubt feel the terror you hoped lived and breathed between the lines of your story. But alas, it was just a little boring, I thought.
I thought it was scary.
See?
If the bar for truly effective horror is scaring Percy, then you'll have to share your crown with rounding a corner upon him unexpectedly and water.
Drowning, not water. I didn't find the lagoon in Mary's story frightening, but that which called its suffocating dark home.
Thank you, Percy. If true horror lies in the heart of the listener, then the story must have, first and foremost, some frightful truth in its own heart, there to be discovered in the exploration of what one thought was familiar.
How foolish am I, laboring under the delusion that first and foremost horror must be scary.
As rounding the corner unexpectedly is. Ensnare us, then, with the undisputed and redoubtable final stop in horror that only all the cold, lonely nights and your many winters could produce.
The Theater of Terror and the hotel were created by Veronica California and Mark Whitten. Mary Shelley is Kelly Nienaltowski and Bailey Wolfe. Percy Shelley is Mark Whitten and Rissa Montañez. Lord Byron is Graham Rowat and Damon Alums. Written by Veronica California. Music by Pokorney and Rodri. Special guest composer Tatom-Drake. Art direction by Izzy, filthyguts Chavez. Dracula, written by Lily Bensinger. Associate producers Mark Whitten and Pacific Obadiah.